You just got your first real paycheck. Maybe it's your first full-time job. Maybe it's the first time you've earned more than minimum wage. Maybe you've been waiting for this moment for years. You open your bank app. You see that number sitting there, and then you have absolutely no idea what to do next. Do you pay bills first? Save something? Treat yourself a little? Pay off your credit card? Most people make the exact same mistake here. They spend reactively. They pay whatever feels urgent. They buy a few things they've been holding off on, and 2 weeks later, they're wondering where all the money went. This video is going to stop that from happening to you, because today, I'm going to show you exactly how to split your paycheck so your money always moves in the right direction. Quick disclaimer, everything in this video is for educational purposes only. This is not personalized financial advice. Use this as a framework and adjust it to your own situation. And if you haven't watched my previous video on what to do with your first $1,000, I'd recommend starting there first. It lays the foundation for everything we're building today. Now let's get into it. Here's the real reason most people fail at budgeting. It's not because they're lazy. It's not because they're bad with money. It's because they're using the wrong system. Most people budget like this. They spend first, then check what's left, then feel guilty afterward. That's not a budget. That's just hoping for the best. A real budget works the opposite way. You decide where every dollar goes before you spend it. The moment your paycheck lands, every dollar already has a job. The system we're using today is called the 50-30-20 rule. It's one of the simplest budgeting systems that actually works, and you can set it up in less than 15 minutes. The 50-30-20 rule splits your take-home pay into 3 buckets. 50% goes to needs, 30% goes to wants, and 20% goes to savings and debt. Now let's define each one clearly, because this is where most people mess up. First, needs. These are expenses you genuinely cannot avoid. Rent, utilities, groceries, transportation, insurance, minimum debt payments. Notice I said minimum debt payments, not extra payments. Extra payments come later. Now here's what is not a need. Netflix, DoorDash, gym memberships, new clothes, dining out. Those are wants. Next, the wants bucket. This is your lifestyle money. Travel, eating out, entertainment, hobbies, shopping, and this part matters. Budgets fail when people remove all enjoyment from life. The goal isn't misery, the goal is control. But once that 30% is gone, it's gone. You don't borrow from next month. And finally, the 20% bucket. This is your future. Emergency fund savings, investing, extra debt payoff, retirement contributions. This 20% is what separates people who build wealth from people who stay financially stuck. And the most important part, this money comes out first. Let's make this real with actual numbers. Say your take-home pay is $3,000 per month after taxes. Here's how the split looks. 50% for needs, that's $1,500. 30% for wants, that's $900. And 20% for savings and debt, that's $600. Now let's break it down further. Your needs bucket might look like this. $900 for rent, $250 for groceries, $200 for transportation, $75 for your phone, and $75 for utilities. Now your wants bucket, $200 for eating out, $50 for streaming services, $40 for the gym, $150 for clothes, $300 for social activities, and the rest for miscellaneous spending. Then your savings and debt bucket, $200 into your emergency fund, $300 into investing, and $100 toward extra debt payments. Now, will every month be perfect? No. Some months cost more than others. That's normal. The goal is not perfection. The goal is direction. If your money is generally moving in the right direction, you're already ahead of most people. Now here's the most important habit in this entire video. Pay yourself first. The moment your paycheck hits your account, move your savings automatically. Before bills, before spending, before anything else. This works because you can't spend money you never see. Your brain quickly adapts to whatever remains in your checking account, which means automation removes temptation completely. So here's how to set it up. Step 1. Open a high-yield savings account if you haven't already. Then schedule an automatic transfer for the day your paycheck arrives. Step 2. Set up recurring investments. Even $100 a month matters. The amount matters less than building the habit. Step 3. Automate extra debt payments too. Once these automations are running, your system becomes almost automatic. And that's the real secret. The people who are good with money usually don't rely on discipline, they rely on systems. Now I want to be honest with you. The 50-30-20 rule is a framework, not a law. And in expensive cities, it won't fit perfectly. If you live in places like New York or San Francisco, rent alone might destroy the 50% rule. And that's okay. The goal is not to force unrealistic numbers. The goal is to create structure. So if your needs become 60%, reduce your wants. But try to protect that savings percentage as much as possible, because saving consistently is what changes your future long term. And if you have high interest debt, you may temporarily reduce your wants even more. Aggressive debt payoff now creates freedom later. Always remember this order: needs first, savings second, wants with whatever remains. Let's bring everything together. Your paycheck arrives. 20% moves automatically into savings and investments immediately. 50% covers your true needs: rent, food, transportation, utilities, insurance, and 30% becomes your lifestyle spending. Completely guilt-free as long as you stay within the limit. Then once a week, take 5 minutes to review your spending. That's it. And every time you get a raise, don't let lifestyle creep consume everything. Increase your savings too. That one habit alone can completely change your financial future. Now here's your action step. Take your latest paycheck amount, multiply it by 0.5, 0.3, and 0.2. Write those numbers down. Those are your budget targets. Then set up one automatic transfer. Even $50 is enough to start, because once the system starts, momentum becomes easier. And in the next video, we're diving into compound interest. And I'll show you exactly why starting at 22 instead of 32 can literally be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Subscribe if you want to see that, and I'll see you in the next one.